time, guys. Oh boy, we have a lot to discuss about. Sorry guys, anyway. Hello guys, I'm the Terran City, and my version of the word Terran City. Terra, I hate movies, in the City, I like movies. Might find that confusing, but just go with it. And today we are here to take a look at a movie. A movie that's based on a popular series. It is, without a doubt, one of the worst portrayals on this series. A film so weird and so bizarre, but also so stupid, that fans can look at it and can just look at it, but without saying, what did they do? That movie I am of course talking about is none other than Star Wars The Force Awakens. Nope, I mean, the movie I'm of course talking about is The Three Musketeers, which is a 2011 action film directed by Paul Anderson, and the film stars Percy Jackson and Will Turner, and is an adaptation of the Alexander Dumas book, The Three Musketeers, a book that I have never read, like ever, in the slightest. So let's begin. So our movie opens with Athos, explaining the whole backstory behind this film, explaining how King and Louis have no friends, the Cardinal wants to have power, and how a bunch of men have to stop the apocalypse, and this cuts to him and everyone else trying to get these three keys to go into Da Vinci's vault and steal these plans that held all of Da Vinci's original plans. And they team up with Milady, who betrays them and turns out is working for the Duke, who wants these plans, and so he lets them get away. Actually, no, he disappears and they stop being musketeers. So we cut to a year later, and this is when we meet D'Artagnan training with his father, and then after their training, he gives D'Artagnan his sword, and D'Artagnan rides off to Paris. But halfway through the journey, he meets Rochefort, played by that guy from Casino Royale, and who insults his horse. D'Artagnan wants him to apologise. This calls these two to fight, but that doesn't go well. Then D'Artagnan goes to Paris, he sees Rochefort again, chases after him, and this is where he bumps into the Three Musketeers, who, despite the fact he bumped into them, he decided that instead of just, being like the same person, just saying sorry and then walking off, like what any person would do, instead he's just fighting them. He decides, hey, I don't like you, so I want to fight you. Meet me at this place. So they meet, but they're stopped by the Red Guards. And D'Artagnan sees Rochefort, and this causes a big fight. We get an action scene, the Three Musketeers intervene for some reason. Then, I guess they're best friends now. But, D'Artagnan goes with them to their house, where he finds out they're not really Musketeers anymore, as I mentioned before. They're just living normal lives. Despite that, they're called by the king, who tells them off and then just pardons them, I guess. And the Cardinal's given some crap. The Duke arrives with these gigantic freaking airship that comes right the heck out of nowhere, but because of what happened early on in the film, I guess we have to let go. Then we meet the Duke, and while all this is going on, Milady comes, who beats up a bunch of guards, steals this diamond, because I forgot to mention that. The Queen of France finds out about this. She calls out on Cardinal's plans. Then the Musketeers have to figure out how to get this bracelet back. I forgot the bracelet, not diamond, Jesus. And they go to the Duke's palace. I don't know where it is. And then D'Artagnan gets arrested. And apparently he wasn't a decoy. And him and them. And the Three Musketeers come and they screw the Cardinal up. And it proves nothing because he doesn't have the bracelet. So this makes the entire scene pointless. Then Milady gets captured, and they get the bracelet back. Athos wants to kill her, but she spares in the pain and kills herself. And then Rochefort comes right the heck out of nowhere. He's got He's got D'Artagnan's love interest, Constance. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Constance is in this movie. She's on D'Artagnan's love interest. And then he decides to trade himself for her, and they both go to different shifts. They get screwed over. D'Artagnan has the bracelet, and Rochefort has the bracelet. There's this whole big action scene. Both D'Artagnan and Rochefort have a fight, and then we have both of them saying, "You should have stayed in Gascony, boy. You should have apologized for my horse." He kills Rochefort, gets the freaking bracelet. Everyone is happily ever after. Then there's a sequel-based scene to a sequel that we'll never get. So yeah, that was the Three Musketeers in a nutshell. And there's some themes that are okay about this movie, but it's just very there. It's just there. D'Artagnan is an unlikable douchebag. The guy is, like I said, he's seen with the Three Musketeers. It's really annoying, and he's trying to act all awesome and all that, and it's really annoying. Plus, the guy catches a fight with them. I understand you don't need your character to be perfect, but when your main character kind of does that, it's hard to sympathize with him. As for the Three Musketeers, they're kind of just there, to be honest. They do have a purpose of the story. This isn't like that other movie, but they're kind of just there, to be honest. They have their moments, but if anything, they're just there just to be in the action scenes, and that's all they are. The lady, she's played by Emilia Jovovich, and since she's married to Paul Anderson, there has to be something going on. And I don't really know what this guy's problem is. I mean, he's making Emilia Jovovich do all these cool things. He's wearing her in these less clothed outfits, and again, she's doing all these flips and moves, something that the other characters can't do for some reason. I don't know what Anderson's problem is, but that's just weird. The villains, aside from her, they're just there. Buckingham, all he does is stand around, and that's all he ever does. Cardinal, aside from one sequence where he's fighting his men, does nothing. He's just, again, he's standing around, and much like his counterpart, he gets talked down. But he does that in the show. He does that in the show. So yeah. And Rochefort, he's kind of an actual villain of the film, but the problem is that he's only there for like 3 scenes. He's in the beginning of the film. He's in the moment before the fight scene. He's in the moment before the Three Musketeers intervene in the fight scene, and then he's in the climax of the film. He has one other moment though as well, so that kind of makes it 4 scenes, I guess. So the villains are kind of lame, and the heroes are kind of just there. The effects, some of it's amazing, some of it looks bad. The action scenes are fun, they're entertaining. And the music's good, it's nice. And the sets look decent. Overall, it's kind of just there, to be honest. The Three Musketeers has its moments, I guess. The writing is okay. The actors do a fine job with what they're given with. The characters are fine. The action is fine. But the story is just terrible, and there's a lot of things in it that make no sense. I have to give it a, so I'm gonna have to give this a 6 out of 10. It's fine. It's fine. Not terrible. And trust me, there are far worse movies out there. And believe me, I may talk about them in the future. So yeah, see you guys next time, and yeah.